Well, hi guys, welcome back to Kit Car Director and MK Sportscars, and I'm pleased to say we have the Parrott brothers car in here today, joined by, well, the team here who built this car. And I've got to say, first impressions, yeah, that's a 10, guys. The car is...
I'll take that.
Yeah, you should take that, because the car is, and I've just had a quick squirt over it and what it's like and everything else, and it's going for its IVA very, very shortly. But initial impressions is really, really good, actually. It's a couple of little bits here and there what we're doing today, which is emissions and geo and that, which we're going to run through a little bit more in a bit more detail. But generally, the video that you did, you did a Parrott Brothers video on IVA as well.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as yours, but it was a little bit.
And our video has helped get to this level, which means you guys at home can do it, because what, you're an electrical engineer, you said, right? And you know, nothing special about it, so it can be done at home. Are you a single or double?
I'm a single, but it's a little bit longer. Single
garage and a bit, so you can definitely achieve this at home. And you can get to this level of standard. Now, you probably, if you haven't tuned already in, Parrott Brothers do an awesome channel and a guide on how this car's, how many episodes are you up to on it?
We're about 55, I think, now, aren't we? Something like that, yeah.
Now, we do a lot of videos. These guys do a lot more than us, actually, I think. So it's fair to say, if you want to know how an RX-5 comes together, I think just tune into their channel, jump in, you can see a really, really good guide. That's kind of links onto what we're doing in the workshop here, showing a bit more detail on some of the RX-5 stuff that we'll be doing on our weekly Wednesday, actually, videos that we'll be showing out there. So initial impressions, though, I've got to say, who likes the colour?
Love the colour.
It's Porsche colour. Yeah. But we won't tell anybody
Makes you go faster.
I can see it. Just needs the faster.
Stripes. There we go, that's 5 horsepower.
Absolute minimum, guys, absolute minimum. So we're going to get into this car, so I can't wait. She's looking killer. Right, so first job is, let's see where the car is at. And we have our little mark-up sheet here to check the parameters. Now, it's always hard at home to do it, isn't it, up in the garage?
I've sort of gone like, yeah, that's all right.
Gone a bit of a way. So in a way, yes, he's right. Brought it to us, we can get some good data on the car. So where have we sat? Well, camber on the front at the moment is set at 0, so it actually did a decent job. It's set at 0. We're going to aim for -1 degree though on that, just to give it a little bit. It's a more road manner car we're looking at today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not out and out track weapon.
No, not this year anyway.
Not this year. That's when it goes whoosh bang and then all of that. Yeah. So we're going to aim for that, and then if you're doing more track focus, you'd definitely be throwing more camber in the front. But 1 degree is where we're going to set that today. So there's a little bit of tweaking to do on that. On the front end still, basically the wheels are doing that. Oh. And it's quite aggressive actually, because we have
got dodgy eyes then.
We've got somewhere in the region of about 20. Golly, about 28 mil towing out. We're going to aim for 1.
It's just a little bit much then.
Yeah, but you know, that's easy enough to adjust on those. They've got pretty easy. We'll show you how to do them in a minute, so it's not a problem. And on the rear, it's fixed on here actually on the RX-5 MC, and it's pretty close actually. It's towing in, which is what you do. You don't want to be towing out on these wheels. They've got to be towing in, guys. If you don't tow in, the car will feel really wayward on the back. Yeah. If you've got a front wheel drive car, you definitely tow out, but not with a rear wheel drive. You definitely want it towing in, so you've got a nice thrust line so it would push this car forward and drive them into the tarmac, and you'll get a little bit of scrub on it as well. So camber was slightly, it actually wasn't too bad on these. You got 2 1/8 on that side and 1 3/4 on this side. We're going to aim for around 1 degree on the rear again on this, and once Rob sits in the car as well, it'll probably get touched down to about 1 1/8. Yeah, because there's Christmas pounds on there, and that's where it is. Yeah. So ride height, actually, front's pretty close actually. It's 137 mil, and we've got 138. So the car's sitting pretty level at the moment.
You got so one thing right then?
No, lots of things right. The car's amazing. It looks fantastic. This is buttons here on the, well, it's Formula 1. Formula 1 on the steering wheel. So yeah, we're pretty level. So we're going to basically give it a little bit more rake in this particular car. So we'll set that out, and then once we've done that, once all the geo's done, we'll put it on the corner weights and see how much pounds she's got on her.
quite a lot with all that added aluminium I've added.
No, it's all this carbon, look. Lightweight, weight saving.
But I guess for the viewers, this is a reason you'd come and get your car set up, because we thought we did a good job, but we're miles out. So
yeah. Look, there's ways you can set it up at home. You can pull up a string line, can't you?
Yeah.
And you can do it yourself, and you can put into bars and all that. Is it as accurate as like the equipment, the digital gauges that we've got sitting here? We know a super tracker system that costs thousands of pounds. No, it's not. So it is definitely worthwhile, because the car, look, you're building a lightweight sports cars, and we're talking £500,000 either side on the tow out. To achieve that, and the handling difference between £500,000 and 28mm is going to be enormous. If you drove this up the road now, it would be horrendous. You'd be like turning into a corner and it would just go off on its own accord. It would be great, but you know, there is levels in it. So if you're unsure, yeah, bring it into the workshop. We're happy to take a look at the car. We offer that service at G&M. We'll get it in the corner weights and see how it's up. If you can get the car set, I mean, it doesn't take a huge amount of time and a huge amount of money to do this, but it will transform your car. And every time we've had someone come in who's had a car handling bad, and they've gone out and just doing a basic road setup, they just can't believe how good their car feels. No matter if you've got horsepower, you need a car to feel balanced and it feel nice and nimble in your fingers and the way it handles. And that's what this is, a lightweight sports car, and you want it to go around corners like it's on British rails. No leaves on the track on this one.
There we go.
Yeah, so should we get into it?
Let's get stuck in.
Let's get stuck in. Right, here we are with Rob still working on the car. Rob has been spannering away as well on it, helping us getting the Geo set up, and we are pretty much there with the Geo now. So what we've been doing is, we set the parameters, we was out on the rear, and what we've done is got this to 1 1/4 camber. Camber, guys, is basically the way the wheel, if I do this for you, negative, positive. And we are negative here. We want the contact patch on this tyre to be correct. So we set this at 1 1/4 on the rear, and we've got 1 degree on the front. Then we've set up the toe, which is using these laser line levels here. You can see this on here. We've set up £500,000 toe out. That does help certainly with self-centering. If you go more and more on that, it will help centering on the test. And it's a bit sharper on the turning for self-centering when you're doing it. So if you've got a road car and you're doing a lot of motorway driving, then you definitely want to tow it in. The most modern cars now will tow in about 1 millimetre in general. It will give a different scrub on the tyre. And Rob's been helping with that. You've set the preload, Rob, on the dampers there, and got the ride heights correct. The ride heights is roughly a 20mm rake in it, allowing for
this added bit of pudded
on here, etc. as well. And then final thing is, once the height's done, camber's done, we've checked the caster is set on these on the front, on the wishbones, and 99% of the time, I'm going to say, this is set at 4 degrees. It's on the wishbone itself. There isn't any adjustment on the caster. You could go to rose jointed top wishbones if you wanted to at a later date, if you want to get more caster on it, because it allows it on this joint here to be able to move the wishbone back to give the caster angle is the pinion from the top ball joint to the bottom one. And then you're going to rotate that more. A bit like a shopping trolley. Anybody had a shopping trolley? Yeah. Trying to go along? If you actually have positive on it, they're all over the place, the wheels. It's moving all over the place. The more you go back, the more stable it will be in the line. But there's a compromise. The more caster you put in from that pinion angle going down, the heavier the steering will be. Hence, my power steering was invented. That's the main reason. It gets very heavy, but it does make it good. So a lot of drifters, you do drifting?
No. I've done a few donuts in this though.
Plenty of donuts, right. Well, if you want it to come back really, really quick, you'll probably look like 10 degrees in of caster or something absolutely mad. On a sports car like this, don't really need that. No. So we're allowing you for that now. So next job is?
Corner weight in.
That's it, it's checking guys at corner weight. And guess the weight actually, where are we going to be?
What's the standard kit?
Standard kit, 570 kilos. Normally?
I reckon with all my added aluminium modifications, probably 590 and a cage.
590, I'll be impressed if you're there.
What's a cage weigh?
Not a lot, believe it or not. Okay. I think they are, if I remember rightly, so the difference between our 50mm roll cage and this is 10 kilos. Wow. Between the FIA cage. It's much, much lighter.
All right, we'll go for 595.
595, how much fuel's in it though?
Full tank.
Full tank, definitely. Then.
What are we saying then, guys? Drop it in the comments below.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Right, we're finally done with all the Geo, all the corner weighting, all the setup with the Parrott Brothers car here. As you know, this car's famous actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's famous, yeah, that's fair. We're
YouTube special.
YouTube special, absolutely. And I can't wait, you probably, as you said, going to get it to some shows, maybe you can see this, what you've done.
Yeah, we're going to be at Newark. Definitely be at Newark.
Definitely be at Newark. I must be super proud of what you've achieved here. Car looks mega. I mean, what can be done in a sort of single plus garage home build shows you what you can achieve with a little bit of, I'm going to say vision, because you must have had a vision for this car.
Well, it's just OCD.
Vision was OCD, and I think it's done amazing.
I look at all the builds you've done and stuff and just take little things from each and then make your own.
Yeah, and I think that's it. It could be they're all the same, but they're slightly different. They're all individual, which is what we love about it. People putting their personality in the car, and this has got it in spades. So check it out, maybe one of the shows, Newark, or one of the events down here. I think you're going to bring that down. We can have a look at it. Just check out the YouTube channel for the Parrott Brothers, guys. You'll see the build and the whole progress. So what was the big number on this one? It was
598 kilos.
598 kilos, full tank of fuel and everything else. So she's it's going to go well, even with the 140 horsepower at this moment in time. So yeah, we've done the quarter weight Geo. We're happy with that. This is our wedding gift. Well, when's the wedding?
May the 20th.
May the 20th. Congratulations. We're looking forward to that. So thanks for coming down and confidence to come down to MK Sportscars. I'm going to wish you the best of luck with IVA.
Thank you very much.
If you want your car quarter weight and Geo, guys, you know us to hook us up with a phone call, email, come down and see us at the factory here. We can set you up quite happily on the lift here and get your car weighed in. So that's it for a wrap for this week, guys. Like, share, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.